This is not a beef. This is also not a drama, but I'm sure people are going to interpret this as a beef and or a drama. Welcome to Wendy's, we have the beef. Or is that Arby's, we have the meats. I gotta remember the logos. I gotta remember the exact phrases. This is Mo Hates Media. This is one of my favorite content creators that I've seen on the platform. I love this guy. He is one of my favorite content creators. Reason being is because he complains a lot. I like people that complain. I like people that are angry on the internet because it makes me feel good. I just makes me feel good. This is Mo Hates Media's last YouTube video ever. Why is it his last YouTube video ever? Well, hopefully you don't copyright strike me, buddy, because I think your videos are amazing and great, and I think you're a great content creator. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show why it's his last video ever.
What's up? It's my last YouTube video. So we gonna turn up, because what the they gonna do? Shut my videos down and not tell me why? Who gives? Real quick, before we get into that, real quick. I'm moving to Patreon exclusively because YouTube won't pay me. I've gotten several million views in the last couple of months. They're not paying me for anything, and that's both on long and short form content. It's on both types. They're just not paying me for anything. You know what I'm saying? 500,000 of the views I got this last month was just on long form content. They're not paying me. Instagram has this problem too, and I got 18 million views on Instagram. They ain't paid me. And anytime I talk about it, my fan base gets in the comments and they're like, well, you don't deserve to get paid for content, or you don't make long form content. Because they're not clicking the profile or like reading. A lot of them came because I made a video about Digimon while I was soaking wet and they thought it was funny and they thought that I was dumb like them. I'm not saying Digimon fans are dumb, but the Venn diagram of people who like manga, you know, books with pictures in them, and watch anime clips because the anime too long and they don't want to know what's happening. They want to see the fights, and a idiot. That Venn diagram's a circle. Sometimes that Venn diagram is a circle. Hey, I don't want to do this job anymore. I just don't want to. I got 18 million views on Instagram. They're not paying me. 18 million views. They're not paying me. I got more than 2 million views on YouTube. They paid me $62.65, right? That's just from the views. If we're counting super chats and stuff, it's more than that. The issue is I don't know where the super chats go because they haven't put them in my monetization. So for all I know, they're taking them. But this is what I've gotten off of 2 million views. Less than my phone bill for 2 million views. And because it's under the $100 threshold, they're not sending it to me. I gotta break the $100 or they don't send it to me at all. So I got nothing. So I don't want to do this for them anymore because they're making a ad revenue and engagement money off of this. They're making a load of money off of me and I don't make anything. And again, that's not hyperbole. I don't make anything from them for this. And that's not fair and really up. And what hurts even more is that there are people in my fan base who genuinely don't think I deserve a livable wage, despite the fact that my job is to get views, and I have gotten 18 million of them. Or 2 million on YouTube where this comment happened. If I do 1 million of the thing that I'm supposed to do at my job, I should be able to pay rent. That's actually not negotiable. That's actually not a real point. That you don't think that I deserve to get paid because I did 1 million of the thing at my job. That is actually really strange. That is a strange way to think about labor. But a lot of people would have to think that this is labor. And I'm not the first person to go through this at all with a fan base when I spoke out. And people were like, nuh-uh, you're lazy. Because they did the same thing to Corey Extension when he started talking about how YouTube was demonetizing his stuff and not paying him. But knowing that people know that doesn't actually make this easier. It makes it harder. Because if people have a colloquial understanding that Corey Extension has gone through this enough to bring it up to me in my own comments, why am I still getting the comments saying I don't deserve anything? Do we just not remember that we did this to somebody else? Do we not remember the adpocalypse when a bunch of YouTubers had to speak out about monetization? Like, so many people hop in my comments, they're like, well, the app is going to pay you. You just got to keep posting. And we've been telling you all for years, for a decade, since Adpocalypse, that the app doesn't work like that anymore, that none of them do. And I'm tired of repeating myself, especially repeating myself about information that we've had access to for a decade. The people you watch have been telling you that this is wrong for years. Why doesn't anybody fucking know anything? Why is nobody observant enough or present enough to just remember that we did this already? Same for the people who keep saying, why don't you just get a sponsor? The companies are replacing us with AI advertising. And you all know that because a lot of you have been complaining about the amount of AI advertising. So you're complaining about the AI advertising while also going, yo, Mohawk, just go advertise for a company. When they're the people using the fucking AI. So if the sponsors are like tightening up since Adpocalypse because they don't want to put their company name behind a controversial figure who might get canceled in a year or two, and if they're now using AI, what about that makes you think this is an environment where sponsors are looking to actually pay people? Which is another issue. Lots of people have spoken out about the sheer amount of times that sponsors and advertising companies have just not paid people. They would rather pay us in merch. And I can't give my landlord a fucking t-shirt. I can't do that. Like, I'm all here cussing people out and roasting CEOs, and y'all are like, yo, the app that the CEO that you made fun of in front of 8 million people, that's going to pay you somehow, even though the CEO knows your name and profile and saw you make fun of him because the shit went viral. That guy's going to pay you. Or the advertising company that keeps using the AI we complain about, they're gonna hire you, a human, to do it instead of the AI that they could, use for free. Like, why don't your thoughts go with your other thoughts? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all have one thought and then you can't have a complementary thought. Like, you can't put mashed potatoes and peas on the same plate.
Now, this is actually really interesting, and it's actually a very good segue into how I think YouTube treats its creators. Like trash. I think YouTube treats its creators like trash. People can copyright strike my videos, copyright claim my videos. They can do a lot. Hence why I don't use a lot of other people's content in a lot of my videos. I kind of just talk the entire time. If you use a picture of an anime or a manga, if you use a clip from an anime or a manga, YouTube can reduce the ad revenue you receive in that video, even if you're using it in fair use. Did you know that? They actually teach you that if you go through the YouTube terms and agreements. I read through the entire thing. They actually teach you that. Mo Hates Media has received over 2 million views in the channel's lifetime, and YouTube is refusing to pay him. That makes sense. This is my biggest short, and this is how much money I made on my biggest short. The reason it made so much money was simply by virtue of the short is 3 minutes long. It is the longest a short could possibly be on this platform. Mo Hates Media's short, the Digimon short that reached 1 million views, is not the longest short you could possibly make on the platform. You have to have viewer retention, and you have to have the ability of people engaging with the content to get paid from YouTube. So I'm gonna show you money. I'm gonna show you money on this. I'm gonna show you money I make on this platform. It's gonna be really fun. You're gonna love this. This is the biggest video on my channel. A lot of you guys came here because of this video I made. It was when I played D&D with Bloods and Crips. You guys are really excited about this. It was a story from my past. Did this about 15 years ago now. Not gonna lie to you, that 15 years ago is when this event happened in my life. I was very young. I'm 30 now. I made about, I'd say, close to $1,000 off that video, which is pretty chill. This was the first big YouTube check that I had ever gotten. After that, the next big YouTube check I got was about $5,000. That was off of Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. That was simply by virtue of me playing this video game, and people watched those videos a lot longer. It was a newer game. Biggest video I've had on this channel was about Timber Sperry. That video had about 100,000 views, around that range. Timber Bowman more so. I don't want to say Sperry, it's Timber Bowman. But had about 100,000 views, and it got me $1,000. Now, how did a video that got 1 million views and a video that reached 100,000 views get the same amount of money? You get paid based on how long somebody stays on the video. I think Mo Hates Media is not understanding that you need to actually have people stay for the video as long as possible to get paid. Now, he has a Patreon right now, and I 100% agree that he should move to Patreon. He is getting paid $2,700 a month on Patreon, and I'm very happy for him. He's amazing. He makes great content, and he deserves all those paid members. He deserves every single piece of that. His media, his work is outstanding. He also did it early enough in his career to where people actually get exclusive content on his Patreon, and I would even recommend going to his Patreon to support him because he's outstanding. I would also recommend going to my Patreon, which is $1 a month. That'd be kind of cool. But outside of that, I recommend his Patreon a bit more because his videos are very analytical and very palpable and powerful. I love supporting smaller creators. However, I think that his complaining is, I think his complaining is a little bit a little stupid. I think it's a little dumb. I think he has a fundamental misunderstanding of how you get paid on YouTube and Instagram. I have 300K followers on Instagram at the current moment, and if you go to my Instagram, you can see that I post a bunch of memes. I get paid 20 cents every time I post a meme. On average, that's the average I get paid. And when I post a video or a reel of some sort, I get paid an average of $7. Now, each month on Instagram, I'm bringing in about $400. That's because I post, I don't know, 12 times a day on Instagram and on Facebook, which pays me significantly more. I get paid about $800 on Facebook just by posting memes, and my reels, if they do good, end up getting me a little bit of an extra bonus. That's how Instagram and Facebook work. You have to be invited to a specific program to get paid on those platforms, and you have to consistently post because it's about being constant and consistent. Also on TikTok as well, I have 500K on TikTok. Oh, also at one point I have 100K on Facebook, and I have 500K on TikTok. And on TikTok, guess what? They pay like garbage. I have to get 1 million views to get $100 on TikTok, essentially. That's basically how TikTok works. Their RPM is horrible. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's better to go live or to sell products on TikTok. That's basically what you do on TikTok to make money. You sell products through the TikTok shop. You earn through commission. That's the best way to do it. YouTube pays me the most right next to Twitch at the current moment. That's also why I post 2 times a day, so I can get enough views to get enough money, and why I make long form content in the grand scheme of things. Now, it is annoying to get constantly badgered by a bunch of people. Mo Hates Media gets constantly badgered by a bunch of people saying that he doesn't deserve to make money because he doesn't make long form content. He makes good content. He makes great content, and it's amazing. My issue with Mo Hates Media is that his complaints are a little stupid. Just because you got 2 million views on a video doesn't mean you're gonna get $200,000 or $2,000. You're not even gonna get $100. Depends on how long they watch the video. And you're making shorts, buddy. You are indeed not making long form content. That is a very valid thing to say. You're not. People get paid more for long form content. One of my favorite content creators, Al Jokes, is actively transitioning into doing more long form content because shorts don't pay as much. That's a big issue with skit channels. Even RDC is more so posting on their RDC gaming channel or their RDC live channel because they get paid more for longer form content. They don't get paid as much for skits. Mo Hates Media does not do skits per se. He does short form content, and it's very good. I have 3 different kinds of channels on my YouTube career. I have Sero's Side Thoughts, I have Sero's Plays, and I have this channel. This channel, I post whatever I feel like and hope it does good. This is more so my testing ground. My second testing ground is Sero's Plays. Sero's Plays specifically is video game content. I get paid a lot over there. I'm about to play Sparking Zero. If you guys want to come over there and watch Sparking Zero, we're going to play a lot more Sparking Zero. I know a lot of you guys missed that specific kind of content. And then there is the aspect of Sero's Side Thoughts. That's the Reddit channel. The Reddit channel, guess what, guys? Specific niche form content pays significantly more. When I make those Reddit videos, I can see the RPM on those videos, and it's really, really good. That's because people are watching longer. It's nobody stolen content. It's significantly easier. It's pure original content. There's no copyright issues with the content. It's very simple and very easy. Mo Hates Media, it is a shame that you're leaving YouTube in totality. I really enjoy a lot of your videos, but I don't think you understand how YouTube works as a platform. Knowing the inner minutia of how things work behind the scenes with YouTube, it agitates me so deeply to see people say, well, I got 2 million views. I should be getting paid significantly more. That's not how this works at all. That's not even close to how this works. You get paid by virtue of watch time. That is how you get paid. You get paid by virtue of watch time. Now, I'm happy that you have such a successful Patreon. You have one of the most successful Patreons that I've seen in quite some time. That is outstanding, and that is beautiful. I'm happy you got so many people that want to pay to see specifically your content, and I hope you have a successful life with doing the specific kind of content on Patreon. However, the way you complain about how YouTube is not paying you and the way you complain specifically about it is wildly incorrect. It's just wrong. It's not even about making better content. It's the fact that you don't make enough content to get paid the wages that you wish to get paid for being a content creator. So you're now crowdfunded by people, which is great. I think that's amazing. I'm very happy for you. I'd love to be crowdfunded as well. The workload of being a content creator is absolutely disgusting. I promise you, it is hellish to do this. Doesn't feel good to spend, I don't know, 8 hours on a video and get 1,000 views on it. Doesn't feel that good to do that, but it happens a lot. Anyways, Mo Hates Media, this is my genuine advice for you going forward as a content creator. You don't have to take it. It doesn't matter. I'm proud of you for making your amazing content, and I'll continue watching, but I'm not paying for your Patreon, by the way. But I do want to say that I'm very happy with the content you have made. I want to say this as a genuine advice for you. 2 million views is nothing in the grand scheme of things. Every single month, I get 1 million long form views across my older videos and all the videos across my channel. You need to make more content in totality in order to stay more relevant for the YouTube algorithm, because it's a constant drip feed of making an endless amount of information and communicating that with your audience as well. There are hundreds of thousands of creators on this platform that are all vying for the little seconds of attention on the limited lifespan of millions of people. They are doing their best to make that. I'm proud that I found you, and I'm happy that I found your amazing content, but I'm also saddened that you are not giving the content the benefit of growing organically and locking it behind a paywall. Maybe I'm angry I can't watch your content anymore. Maybe that's why I made this video. Not quite sure. Didn't really feel like processing my emotions before I hit record on this video. But I do know that I've seen these complaints before where people get a bunch of views and say, well, why am I not getting paid or adequate to my views? That's just reality. That's life. That's exactly how content creation works. That's exactly how Instagram works and Facebook works. That's how it works. That's just how its platforms work. But anyway, I wish you amazing success, and I wish you a very beautiful future. I don't feel like having beef with another black person. That's dumb. That's the stupidest thing on earth. It just seems idiotic to do that. That's just idiotic. I wish for your continued success, and I hope you get 10,000 patrons on your Patreon, and I hope you make amazing video essays and beautiful stuff of that variety. I hope you continue to do that. With that being said, thank you guys so much for checking out my channel. If you guys want to check out Mo Hates Media, I don't think he's ever posting a YouTube video ever again, but he does have a Patreon. I will put that in the top comment to help him out. With that being said, have a lovely day or night wherever you're at, and I'm out. Peace. Bye.
I'm your nigga night, be my loyalties low. Ooh, happy to try what you need.